Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm showing you how to replace the exhaust gas recirculation valve on a VW Touran with a 2-liter FSI engine. We're going to head into the fault memory and take a look at the specific error codes that are coming from the exhaust gas recirculation valve right here.
Quick heads up before the video starts. Don't be surprised about the quality differences between the videos we upload. Sometimes one will be good quality, other times it'll be poorer. One that's poor quality because we're uploading new and old car tutorial videos at the same time, but we've improved and recut the older ones, since a lot of the footage needed fixing and we wanted to bring them up to our current standards. What was unnecessary was cut out. And they're now being uploaded one after another. So, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'd say let's get back to the video.
First, we'll disconnect the connector from the EGR valve. Then press the pin back here and remove the connector. And set that whole thing aside for now. Next, we'll carefully move the cables from the oxygen sensor completely and securely out of the way, and then remove the coolant hose here. And we can set the whole thing aside here for now. So next up, we're going to carefully remove the clamp attached to the EGR valve for the coolant return line, making sure not to damage anything in the process. Just remove one clamp here. And next, we're going to take off the next hose. So right now, we're removing the section from the EGR valve and pulling this hose off. It's kind of hard to see in there since I've really got to get in there to reach it properly. I've got a special pliers here, but you can also use a regular water pump pliers or just a standard pair of pliers. And we're going to pull this hose off here. There we go. Just set it aside carefully. Don't break the mounting bracket here. Alright, now we're going to unscrew the pipes for the EGR valve. Next, we'll remove the 2 Allen bolts from the exhaust gas recirculation pipe using a 5mm Allen key. Go ahead and carefully loosen everything up here. So once, and then the one located down here below. So remove the second screw. Next, we'll take off the screw located here at the back. I'll show you exactly how it's done using the new EGR valve. We'll use a 6mm Allen wrench to get to the back and unscrew it all. It's a bit tricky to film here, so I'll show you on the new EGR valve instead. Fixing it at the back now. There, just set it. Grab a big ratchet. And unscrew the whole thing. Okay, and remove the screw with the bracket. There we go. Next, we'll remove the exhaust gas recirculation pipe from the other side. Again, remove the 2 hex screws using a 5mm Allen key. Same thing with the second screw. So now remove the second screw. There you go. Next up, we're going to go ahead and unscrew the other one from the opposite side. I'm showing this on the new EGR valve. It's back here, going in from the rear with a 6mm Allen wrench. So set it there and then loosen it. Okay, and unscrew the screw. Next, we'll remove the 18mm screw located right in the center of the EGR valve. I'll show you that again on the new EGR valve. It's located back here. So, and we'll remove them. So, and now we've taken the bolt all the way out. So, and now we can just easily pull the EGR straight up and out. So, to figure out why we keep getting an EGR fault, let's go ahead and remove this cover here, and I'll show you exactly where the problem was with this exhaust gas recirculation valve. Grab Torx driver, unscrew this. Torx bit. So we'll take the cover off and have a look inside. See that the gear right here is actually broken and damaged beyond repair. And that's why you're constantly having this issue, because it's getting stuck here. Probably happened because the EGR valve was so dirty, and that's why it wore down the teeth. You could theoretically position this one here like this, and then it would end up fitting in. Like that. Then it could spin all the way around, and wouldn't make contact there at all anymore. Clean the EGR too, of course. Yeah, so theoretically you wouldn't need to install a brand new EGR and could just refurbish the existing one. Alright folks, just to give you a clear look at the new part, we've got here a replacement from VDO and also the original unit that we actually took out. And we can see the VW logo here, and over here it's simply been scraped or sanded off. Putting it back in now. Then we're going to go ahead and put the EGR vital back in. Make sure seals are in place on your lines before continuing. Alright. Now we're installing the 3 screws, which are really hard to film, so we'll start by threading them in by hand, then tighten them down afterward. First install the thick screw at the back and then tighten it down securely to 25 Newton meters using the Torquey wrench. Next we'll go ahead and reinstall the hex screw. Just snug it up for now so all the screws are seated evenly and nothing's uneven or over tightened. If you tighten one screw too early, it could throw off the alignment and make it hard for the other screws to fit in properly. Next, we take the following hex screw along with the bracket and put it securely into place. And these 2 screws need to be tightened to a torque setting of 15 Newton meters. So they position them here. And now tighten everything down securely. There you go. Once you've tightened the center screw to 25 Newton meters and the 2 outer hex screws to 15 Newton meters each, then grab the hex screw for the exhaust pipe and go ahead and position it right in place here. Install both screws and tighten them to 10 Newton meters. There, and now install the second screw. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and carefully install the 2 other Allen screws back in place on the opposite side right here. So position both back in place first. Same thing with the other screw. It's kind of really tricky to get this filmed properly and clearly, to be honest. So, and tighten these to 10 Newton meters as well. Now next step, we're going to put the hose back on, the one we took off earlier. And put the clamp back on. It's going to be a bit hard to see now. Alright, clamp it back on here. Now do the exact same thing on the other side. So, next we're going to put the next hose back on here. And tighten the clamp again. So next we're going to put the oxygen sensor cables back into the holder here. And plug the connector back in. And make sure the cable's securely fastened back in place here. There we go. And then carefully slide the coolant hose back into the bracket, just like, and firmly set it back on here as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. After that, just top off the coolant, let the engine warm up completely, and carefully double check to make sure your coolant level is exactly where it should be. After that, just pull the error codes and do a basic reset on the EGR valve system procedure. And that's it. Whole job done. Yeah, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time. Later.